your bees.
Welcome, Clara, Rosie and Martin. You have all been involved or hoping to be involved in the International Meeting of Young Beekeepers, which is an international competition that's been running now for more than 10 years. Clara Heel won in 2017 in Marlborough in England. Martin won in Banska Bystrica in Slovakia in 2019. Rosie was hoping to go to be a candidate for the England team and to try to go to Slovenia this year, but of course that was cancelled by the pandemic. So I thought we'd bring you all together, just to have a chat and for Rosie to ask some questions about what it's like. Okay, over to you, Rosie.
Yes, so when you go to the international meeting of young beekeepers, so I know how you go and it's to do with bees, but what activities do you do once you're there?
There's the beekeeping and the competition aspect, which is where you get put into teams, you meet loads of new people, and you complete a few stations together, like practical stations, about really anything that has to do with bees or with beekeeping. And then there's also the cultural aspect, where you do country presentations. So each country group thinks of something that has to do with the country, and they have a few minutes to present that, which is really fun. That's generally spread out over the whole event. Each evening, a few countries to present. And then there's also the activities where you go and see places around the place where the event is taking place. So when we had the meeting in England, we went to Stonehenge, and really just getting to know the place and getting to know other people. So there's the beekeeping and this cultural social aspect of it.
It was just different to anything we experience here, and getting to handle the Slovakian bees, which were much calmer temperament than Scottish bees, was a very good experience as well.
Of course it is international, so when you go, well, you meet loads of different people like speaking different languages, so when you go, do you go prepared or do you just wing it?
The most important thing when you go to IMYB with respect to languages is that you're willing to communicate and that you want to communicate, however, like which way ever. So many people speak English, many people speak Russian, and then there's loads of other languages that you generally wouldn't hear in your daily life. And in a lot of cases, it happens that you don't share the same language, and then you just try to find another way of talking, and it generally involves your hands, where you talk about a frame and that you put into the hive and you have the bees and all of that. And you end up with some really fun conversation.
Beekeeping almost has its own language with all the technical words and everything. Going over there was a bit of a shock with the bare-handed beekeeping and beekeeping in shorts and everything. That was a bit of a drastic change from full protection that we have.
Sarah, that's not new to you though, is it? Because you're coming from Austria, you've got some very good bees, is that right?
Yes, I think bees in Austria and Slovakia are quite similar with that respect. So I don't wear full protection when I'm working with my bees. Yeah, it really depends on personal preference.
With the groups, like how are you put together?
Like there's this pattern where you generally are not put into a group with other people from your country, and that's it. That's it really. Different people from different countries with different knowledge, because beekeeping is so different everywhere, and that makes it really exciting.
So you're sort of forced to speak to all these people, and then you've got a common interest. It's really easy to speak to them and get a conversation going. And that's how I've like met two of the Irish guys and stayed in contact with them, and they're really good friends still.
Okay.
I'm hoping to go back next year as a facilitator, hoping to apply for medicine.
And was IMYB good for you in terms of your academic work?
Yeah, the experience of IMYB, that's basically what my personal statement is all about. A large part of it is about beekeeping and IMYB, and the teamwork and communication and everything that goes along with it.
I studied biology, now starting my second year. And well, biology and beekeeping, you can combine these two. I think that's quite obvious how they fit together. And it's a nice way of maybe applying my theoretical studies to what I do when I work with my bees. And I can recognize some of the things I've observed in beekeeping when I do some theoretical studies, and the reverse also applies.
Now I hope it's on next year because I really want to go, because it sounds interesting, and also think it will help me with my languages for like GCSE.
Beecraft, we're always keen to follow IMYB, so we'll be following all your activities with great interest. Thank you all very much indeed. It's been terrific talking to you. Lovely to meet you all again. And it's really a lovely, strong community that IMYB forms. I've been there now I've been to 3, really disappointed, couldn't go to Slovenia this year as well. So I'm really hoping and looking forward to Slovenia next year. And I hope that I can see you all there. So work hard, Rosie, and see if you can get the team. Thank you very much, everybody. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bees, bees, hark to your bees. Hide from your neighbours as much as you please. But all that has happened to us you must tell, or else we will give you no honey to sell.